to start tonight's episode of Dungeons and Shenanigans. What do you guys say?
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and start. So, where last left off, you guys were waiting for your 3 days before the adventuring party came back. The surveyors that were continuing down further into the area. The final day had come around, and the king had requested that you guys come to his chambers, talk to you in his office, and basically told you he's going to help you guys on your ancestral journey. Despite what the elders have told him, he is going to still allow you guys to proceed on your journey. He told you of a tribe up in Udror, or not in Udror, my bad, in Abyssia at the top of Mount Cortalis. And at the very top of there, so at the very top, you guys were supposed to meet with this tribe. And he basically gave you a little relic to allow you guys passage through into the village. That way you wouldn't be immediately attacked. And the party had arrived, but they were resting. And as soon as they were done resting, they were going to go ahead and send you guys on your way to Saber Keep. So, it is your last few hours within the Underdark, within the Svedran village.
I'm taking advantage. We won't be this close to this multitude of beautiful spirits.
It's gonna be a while.
Yeah. What?
Look at all those fine spirits.
That's how you work.
Yes.
Fine spirits.
Not like that. No. The spirits? And.
The spirits? Wood.
The wood spirits.
There are wooden spirits.
Yep.
Wouldn't you know it?
Okay, so we're in the Underdark?
Not
Okay,
from
so
the
Talk
spirits.
about my babysitter like that.
oh, you guys missed that episode
Yeah.
that gives context
Yeah.
to that.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, I'm worried.
It was a good episode.
Alright.
Yeah.
So we're in the Underdark.
That's what I'm
And then,
If I was online,
alright.
I would have.
What do you guys want to do? It's your last few hours here. So if there's anything else that you guys want to, anybody you want to talk to, anything discussion-wise, anything you guys need for your journey, whatever you guys need, most of it will be able to be provided. So this is your opportunity right now to tell me if there is something specific you want to do, or somebody you want to specifically talk to or get before you are teleported away from here for a very long time.
Did we ever do that thing where we know if we're like what our manifestation is?
No.
Oh, we should do that.
Probably should do that. Is like rations kind of going without
Yeah,
saying,
you
or
said
do
you
I
guys,
need
like,
to specifically be like,
have
I like
bags.
food?
It would be basically rations can like are I'm
If we're, like,
gonna pretty much give those out generally,
Okay.
but it depends on like how gourmet or how much you guys
Yeah.
want.
No, I mean
Totally.
basic is really fine. I
Okay.
just didn't know how mean you were gonna be.
You all die of
Yeah.
starvation.
Yeah,
You
because
make
none
no
of you
shopping.
asked for rations. You know, I was just
I will
gotta cover
say-
all my bases. That's something you would do.
I would. I will say though, at least 10 of the water crystals will be provided for you guys.
Oh, okay.
Aw.
Nice.
Each.
10 each.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, that's heavy.
There's no water in Saber Keep.
Well, they're the smaller crystals, so they're like
Oh,
about like
yeah.
this big.
They're shot glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on, guys.
Yeah.
All right.
Take a shot of water every time you feel thirsty.
And 2 shots of water. It's a giant crystal.
Yeah.
Have you ever done a bone marrow shot of water?
Oh, what?
No. What?
Never mind.
We're having a conversation after.
Okay.
Pause the episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
How do
So-
I know about this? I don't drink.
So we probably need to load up on healing potions and
Ooh.
expensive things that might be
should
given
we-
to us for free.
Should we go get a bunch?
Nothing?
We can go to the
Do we have
funeral of that
anything
guy
to
that
trade?
Abby killed.
I do still
We
have
have money. We have lots of money.
We have so much.
I- I do still have 2 health potions if
I think so.
other
I was thinking
people
we should
without
save those for
want
cards.
to get some.
I think we should buy the slime back.
In Saber Keep.
No,
All the money we have.
I'm not getting the
Well-
slime back now.
Hearts?
You didn't sell the
So we
slime.
can like.
I know he's
He's just
babysitting the
babysitting.
slime.
If we get the slime back and we can teach it things,
I don't feel like we should
We
be
can take
messing with the
turns
slime
riding
right
while
now.
all the other people sleep, so we're always resting.
I don't know. I
Be a
think you.
helpful ally.
Like you just can't sleep, so our travel speeds.
I think Eli's right though. If
Does it
there
double
is
speed
a way
in
for us to
everyone?
figure out
Anywhere?
like how it manifests,
I don't
that's
see why
something
not.
we
It
should
doesn't
do
say
so our
why.
characters are aware.
Okay.
It just says
Yeah.
travel speed and stuff.
What if we give
We should steal the shard too.
There was
You
one
know?
prototype. And it was
Kind of like that idea actually.
We can do it.
I would like my bandana back at least.
You would like what?
Oh, his,
Bandana.
yeah.
Oh, thanks for reminding me. I should probably put that back on. I'm gonna put it back on too.
Okay.
Do you guys have to hide it up above ground?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Is there, like,
The runaway slaves.
Why don't we just take it off?
It's branded.
I know, but you can
Yeah.
brand over it, and, or just change it to say like, mom or something.
Like a cover-up tattoo.
Yeah.
No.
Hang on, I think it actually works for Lucky's.
Mine has more
Oh
letters
my
than mom.
gosh.
Yeah, Roman numeral.
Or you say, it could say
ah,
your mom.
Typo.
It's 4 letters.
Okay.
So it'll be like.
Okay,
It'd
so
be moom.
his
Oh,
could.
man.
His,
Oh
his,
my gosh.
His could say MLM.
Multi-level marketing?
Yep. It could.
It's not a pyramid scheme,
and then
guys.
just a little tattoo of a triangle underneath it.
Yeah.
Triforce.
No, that's
Says
already on the
Lugaro.
Okay, guys, it's not a pyramid scheme, okay? It's multi-level marketing, okay?
Yeah.
Let's be real here.
Just hear me out.
All the money goes to the top and then it trickles its way down. The more people you
Yeah,
recruit,
because
the more
it's
money you get.
multi-leveled, not a pyramid.
Not a pyramid scheme.
Not a
So what does a multi-level look like in a shape? Well, a triangle.
Well, but think of it like,
But it is not three-dimensional, so it is
yeah,
not
so
a
it's not a
pyramid.
pyramid. Yeah,
It's more like a food chart.
yeah.
Yeah, it is a food chart, yeah.
We need to move on. So
Sorry, guys.
Dessert is at the top.
Do you guys want to
No.
do that artifact thing? That sounds fun.
yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
The what?
Finding out what our manifestations are.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, we should probably stock up on
We need
some
to.
stuff.
Yeah, because this is like the only place that's really going to have those answers for us, like right here.
Yeah.
Like, oh, hey, you
Mhm.
know right now. So we should
Yeah.
do that before we leave.
We're gonna speed run the spirit journey.
I
We're gonna win D&D.
Well, we have a lot of things to do before we.
Oh,
I
I
think
think
there's like 4 things on the way, and it's like right there, and then it's all the way over there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, let's go do that.
Any goodbyes we need to make as well.
Okay.
Mhm.
So who are you guys gonna go see?
Should we just knock on the king's door again?
Well,
Like,
do we know who to go for that?
Well, we would ask the king while we're in there with him. We'd be
Okay.
Like, hey, we're meaning to do this, but we kind of forgot.
Gotcha. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll just.
We kind of did.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I asked when we first got here if we could do those. You said there's artifacts. I could see how we could use our Aether.
There are artifacts that will help produce effects from your Aether, and will help you a little more clearly. But there are hidden attributes within your Aether that only develop through time. These relics will only show a potential future.
Yeah.
It will not show you what the true destination is, but a good way to align yourselves. Give a little direction.
Sounds good.
Alright. I can go ahead and get Magnus, and he speaks into like this little crystal on his desk, and then you just see it light up. Magnus, would you be able to set up the relics? They wish to know what the manifestations look like. And you just hear back, oh, whatever. He's right on it.
Is he cleaning off Lucky's blood from his fist?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which, lucky at this time, you are also bruised and a bit bloody right now. There's like right on like your lips, like your lips are just busted, and like there's like a little bit of dried blood still left on your chin, but you kind of like wiped it off, and you're just like, whatever, it's fine.
Pretty fast.
It's fine.
Everything's fine.
Fine. Nothing hurts at all, I swear. Throw that.
So you're like horribly made.
Why don't you get healed after your training like the rest of us?
I
Like a
do.
normal person.
He's
He's all, you guys have been getting healed. And he's like, yeah,
Silver has stabbed me 18 times in the past 2 days.
And poisoned you.
Yeah,
With consent.
kinda.
Always get consent for poison.
It was uninformed consent, which isn't consent.
I'm so concerned.
Well,
You
I
missed
haven't-
it. Well,
I've been
don't worry
healing
about it. You
tonight.
missed the session. Don't worry.
Okay.
Still miss a session.
It's fine.
Sorry, I was out of state.
So was I. Sorry.
Yeah.
Of mine.
Mm.
Not an
Yeah,
excuse.
what,
You know what? I was on
vacation.
vacation out of state. Fine,
Oh,
fine.
interesting.
I had no time. If I had a better laptop, maybe I could have been online.
Okay. So, that should be ready pretty soon. Anything else?
Well, we probably need to stock up on medicines and healing.
We do have medicines. Our potions are slightly different from the ones you find above ground. They will work in a similar manner. They do vary in their healing depending. They aren't going to be as... We use a different method, really, for brewing them. So they are going to be a different coloration as well as different effects added to them. I can go ahead and get our apothecary notified to help you out. Anything else?
Would I be able to get my bandana back?
Ah, yes. Arcturus, and then he just appears in the room. Yes, Your Majesty. Please, they require the bandana that was wrapped around the shard. Of course, of course. And he just opens his hand up and just
And maybe also the shard.
He just apparates in his hand, and you see he goes ahead and he reaches into his like little coat pocket and pulls out like a handkerchief napkin and just like picks it up with that and then hands it back to you, Lucky.
Thanks, and I put it on.
Of course, of course. And as he closes his hand over it, his hand just like makes a full fist and then just releases and it's gone. Well, good day to you. Anything else we can help you with?
You go first.
I'm not saying anything else.
Oh.
I'm clicking.
So, maybe, like, some adventuring clothes or something. Mine tend to just get really beat up.
Yeah,
all
we
the
can,
time.
we can help
Except for
with
your
that.
shoes.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
I think they'd be dirtier.
Got pretty cool.
Pretty
They're
cool.
pretty cool shoes.
Yeah, we can help you out with that. We can outfit you all, really, if you need it.
Yeah.
That'd be very nice.
Of course. We can send you to our outfitters as well.
Oh man, I'm getting a shopping episode. No,
Just like I've always wanted. Always dreamed of one.
Alright, you've notified them as well. And he's like making like,
Yeah,
a-
he's like-
he's writing he's writing an undercommon.
Hey.
So he's writing an
Hey.
undercommon.
Sweet.
And the symbols, they look like slightly different, but then also there's just looks like a whole new alphabet added into your own. It's this weird mishmash of them. And he's writing and taking notes of who to contact, it looks like.
Undercommon is definitely just Russian.
Absolutely, it's Cyrillic.
I'm sorry, we had a whole conversation earlier today about Cyrillic, and we like looked back at the oranges,
Oranges.
Oranges?
Basically, the base parent language for Cyrillic is Egyptian hieroglyphics.
And
Oh.
this was like a full like thing that we like looked back and researched. Yeah.
It
Sorry,
makes
it was
sense
funny.
though.
Yeah.
That it would be Egyptian.
It was a fun
Also, I was
word.
picturing Undercommon being written as if it was, what's that, like, is it gibberish? Some people call it speaking egg, where you put, like,
No,
you know what I'm talking about?
yeah, I know what you're
Oh, like
talking
mock
about.
speech?
No, it is gibberish.
Gibberish.
Yeah.
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 But that's how I was picturing Undercommon being written.
Mhm.
Is like normal words with like random syllables placed
Oh,
in
that
it
that,
as
that
well.
kind of is like it,
Okay,
yeah.
cool, sweet.
Way too many apostrophes.
Yeah.
Commas where they should be.
Coming to the top. It's comma.
All right. Anything else?
Didn't you just say that we're gonna be leaving like in a couple hours,
Yes.
and then we're like, let's do all of this too.
Well,
Yeah.
you guys are making the final steps right now.
Yeah.
The final
Yeah.
things you need to.
But I don't want to do too many things because they already, a lot of people here already don't like us.
Yeah.
I don't want to be asking too much, especially if I want to come back here.
You know, a lot of people in a lot of places don't like us.
It's fair. We
Just everywhere
burned
we've
a
been.
lot of bridges and roads.
And road. Yeah.
Oh, stupid minnows.
And people's minds.
That was,
Yeah.
Well,
that was me in high school. They called me
people
minnow.
who burn roads.
Yeah, I eat tar, you know.
oh
That's the worst.
god.
That was in game.
Love that. I feel like it would be like
Apologies.
dead quiet. Yeah.
Well, is there anything else we can get you? We are the ones sending you out on the journey, so
Yeah.
most of this will be footed.
Okay.
That
Here's my news. We need an airship and
and a sword of cast.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you notice where you are?
17 cows.
There's no cows here.
Do we have a
one.
map of the continent?
3 goats.
You guys don't.
Do you have a map of the continent?
I
That we could have.
I believe our cartographers would have something of note, specifically of the above ground currently. The surrounding areas, not the entire continent, but parts of it.
Can we just have the one on your wall?
Right here. Yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't exist.
No, but you sure? It's,
Excuse me, what
it's
happened to
really nice.
yesterday?
It's the skeleton is great decoration for the map, you know. Sorry. So, how about that artifact training thing to figure out our
Yeah.
Aether? You know, probably get a jump start on that.
Augustus takes the scroll off his back and the whole time.
Oh my god. He's like, he's been writing on the backside of it all
Yeah.
of the spells. He's like, what's this?
I cast Saber Keep. I mean, Minor Illusion.
What's funny is that's actually.
Oh my gosh, that would have been so
Emmanuel
funny.
bursts through the door. Roll
Yeah.
initiative.
Yeah.
Bro!
Us in real life roll initiative. He just comes out.
He almost.
Oh my god.
He totally almost.
He should have. That would have been great.
We love Emmanuel. So, I can go ahead and set all those up. Magnus will be done first. I can go ahead and contact everyone else, and we'll send a representative to Magnus and lead you from there.
Yeah, sounds good.
Good.
Is there anything else you would recommend that we take? You know, the journey we are about to partake.
I will recommend, if you are going to go to Abyssia, make sure that you have a lot of things you are willing to trade and give. Abyssia culture, they are very, especially the more primal tribes, have a very trade-centric environment. They're willing to trade not only for gold, but for knickknacks, things that are of importance to them or things that they might find interesting. Meat is a big commodity. Should you be going to there, I would pick up some meat on the way.
I'd like a
Great
50
tip.
pounder hamburger.
She's already a hamburger.
But
The only
other
part
than
of a
that,
hamburger she is both the bones.
I recommend practicing in private for your Aether. In your small groups, but make sure that no outsiders are around you when you're practicing. If you need to use it for combat, by all means. There are eyes places that will watch and will be hidden. They might just look like a normal person, but they might have the eyes of Aether and sense your Aether being produced. So try to keep it under wraps.
Well, can't they just see it through us anyways?
Through a very long time, yes, they can, if they're an observation type.
Because it seems like every Aether person we've met so far saw us instantly.
You'll learn to control that. Well, Magnus should have everything ready.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you.
I'll go ahead and start calling people. And then he goes ahead and like opens up this like little drawer and then pulls out this.
Dang it, Jim! It's in Jello.
He pulls out this this little like rod that has like a bunch of these like small diamond shaped crystals on it, and you see him like spin it and just like hit one of them and it hello and it looks like he's just like going through each of his caller lists
He has a
in his
phone line.
Rolodex.
I really thought it was gonna be like Morse code. I thought it was gonna be like a telegram. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah. It's kind of weird.
I said I need poop.
I miss having Bluetooth.
Yep.
Those were great.
Oh, we gotta figure out a way to make blue teeth again.
Hey, you have
You
a
probably
Rocky
could.
Talkie.
I do have a Rocky Talkie right now, which is wonderful. Ooh, probably should try and talk to my commander again. Oh, I'll do that later. It's fine.
Okay.
I'll-
So you-
I'll recall once we get above ground.
So you guys head down.
He didn't answer me last time. He hates me. Yep.
Okay. So you guys head down, and this time you see Magnus is sitting at the little stone table, but in the center of it are these weird devices, and you see the statue of Artemis standing there, the guard, standing there just watching everything like glowing with the purple throughout in the network of this statue. Friends, welcome. Who is first?
I pointed.
Why is it always me?
Because you're first. Sit.
It's because I'm the youngest.
That's true.
Sit across from me, please.
Okay.
I think because it was
Wow.
supposed
That
to be
was
silent.
so inconspicuous.
We all look at Don.
What happened?
Yeah,
What
Dom
do you mean,
suddenly
though?
is
What do you mean?
cracking open a cold one.
For your entertainment.
Yeah.
So in the center, you see that there's these 3 devices. One of them is it looks like a small little golden platform, and at the top of it is this floating golden globe, and then there is these rings that are around it that are just like in a slow oscillation around it. And then on to his right, which is your left, there's another device. This one looks like it's like 2 metal bars that are just kind of like just slightly spinning, and then there's another one that looks like just a complete disc. And the disc itself is like see-through. Like you can tell that it's a physical object, but it doesn't look like it's glass. Looks like there's something about it that makes it like see-through, but it looks physical and tangible. And that one is just on the platform itself, not rotating or floating. And you see it has like this like golden frame, and all of them have like intricate runes and gemstones embedded into them. Some of it looks draconic, other parts look like elvish, and then some of it looks in undercommon. It's this weird smattering of different types of runes and cultures kind of combining into one central location. So, there are 3 ways we can do this. Blood, infusing your Aether, or blood.
I like the second one.
Infusing your Aether.
Yeah.
Good, we will do all 3.
Oh,
So, first off, go ahead and channel your power into the mirror.
okay. I'll
So-
do that.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a d20.
8.
Okay. You're channeling your power, and you do see the slight flow. And in this area, like you feel like something's happening, but you see the mirror start to react, and almost like these strands start to like leak out of this like reflective mirror and attach into these like wisps. And as they like connect, you see the connection of the green glow all of a sudden hit you as that connection is formed, and you see the wisps starting to appear. As you're holding your hands out to this, you see that green coloration slowly start to fill in on this white marking, and you see it hit the mirror. And as it hits the mirror, you just see this like colors just slowly start to swirl and spin. You see it turn into like just this beautiful white specks of gold. And then you see these little specks of gold start to turn black and charred. And you see that just slowly start to infest around this whitened cream that slowly turns it into this pale gray. And it almost looks, looking into the mirror, looks as if you're staring into a void of nothing. But yet the mirror is flat, maybe half an inch. But it just continues on into this perilous void. Make a perception check, Cal.
4 minus 2. So 2.
2.
I forgot you had the mics too.
Within this mirror, you don't see anything, but you do sense something peering back at you. And as you're focusing in on this, you notice Magnus get up, and he walks over to you, and he's now right in front of you. And as he's like right in front of you, he just touches the mirror and just turns it over. And as he turns it over, it just fades. Good.
Oh. So what am I?
Here, take this. Puts another little metal piece down. This one is a very long golden metal tube. And it does end in like a point. Put that into your hand.
In?
Like resting on top.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So you put it right on top and it just perfectly stays still on the palm of your hand. Now put that towards the other two. So you put it towards the other two bars, and as you put it towards those bars, they start to react and they kind of float off of the platform. And you see them just slowly starting to rotate around your hand. This will hurt.
Oh, okay.
Repeat after me.
I'm gonna flex my abs.
You're repeating after me, that's good.
Okay.
Say the phrase. May the spirits guide me.
May the spirits guide me.
You watch as those ones that are spinning around it start to spin in a rapid pace, and you watch the little bar start to drill and create this slight indentation into your palm. And it does create a little bit of like splattering almost off of the impact, but you watch the center tube just slowly start to fill up. And he goes ahead and takes that and just lifts it out. And as he lifts it out, you watch the wound that it produced heal.
Ooh. Soft.
And it's very soft, no more calluses.
Calluses.
Calluses. So he goes ahead and takes that and brings it over to the other object, into the globe. And you see that there's this little small opening that he sticks that into. And you see as he sticks it into it, he pulls onto another lever on the globe itself that just shuts that hole. All right. Grabs the other two, and he goes ahead and puts them into the sides of these golden rings. And as he does, you watch as it start to spin and rotate, and you see it starting to create that green aether energy that you guys are so used to seeing from the generator and from yourselves. But what's strange about that is you're starting to see it's starting to produce that same void that you saw in the mirror. The energy that's starting to appear is now starting to be this void-like material. And you see it's just now a ball of that energy surrounding it in the center of it. He goes ahead and takes a little rock and just throws it into it and just vanishes. Alright. Let's see if we can amp up the amplification. And he has this little lever that he starts to turn at the base of it. And as he turns it, it starts to spin even more and start to charge up a bit further. me a dexterity saving.
You got
You're doing
this.
good.
Is she within 10 feet of me?
You're doing amazing, sweetie.
I think we're
Oh,
all
yeah,
near each other.
Yeah.
Get it. You add 5 to that.
Natural 1, total 6.
Dex saves and
Add 5 to that.
I love it.
Add 5 to that?
Yeah.
Again?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're within his aura.
Total
11.
Okay, you succeed with that.
Cool.
You will start to get a little bit of the damage though, because it is a natural 1. But that did help her a lot.
Yeah. As
And
my aura is hurting her and defending her at the same time.
as it's like, and you guys are just all watching this, you watch a small speck of that void start to tunnel and burrow into this globe and create this this vortex effect outside of the globe, and it looks as though the globe is turned into this cone, and it just reaches out about 10 feet out from the back of the globe, and it's all in an instant. You watch as it just and launches right back at you, that pebble. And that pebble, you see it's charged with that energy, and as it passes right by you, you barely avoid it, narrowly singeing a bit of your hair, and as it hits some of the hair, you just see it just suck it within, and it hits the wall and turns it into nothing. It just completely took that chunk of the wall and is now a sphere taken out of it. No rubble, no dust. Just a sphere out of the wall is now missing.
That would hurt.
So
Man,
Doc
that
could be a
could've been
tunnel,
my face.
and I could throw a pebble and make a
Wasn't.
go.
I'm immediately glamoring
Still
my,
in
like,
Yeah.
to fix my hair.
Yeah.
Immediately like, nothing's wrong.
Uh-huh.
Here you go,
This
baby.
is fine.
Everything's fine. Perfect.
Your necklace is
Options
just
are
glowing.
limitless.
Conceal, don't feel.
Don't let them
No.
know.
Well, now they know.
Well, now they know.
We just gotta let it go, guys.
So it seems as though your Aether has the potential to absorb other things, and potentially produce it again at a higher rate of energy.
Sweet.
That's only one possibility, though. But seems to be your most aptitude one. Who's next?
I pointed Susie.
Me, I'm next.
The pink girl. Okay.
I feel like Susie would wear that sweater too. Like,
Yep. Absolutely would.
All gray and black. No
Yeah.
branding here. No.
It definitely doesn't say pink at all. No.
No. It's only one. Her hair's still pink, right? That's a permanent thing,
Yeah.
isn't it? Well, just the streak, not her
Mhm.
whole head.
Yeah, just a straight.
Use the feather to cover it.
Yeah, actually, because it is braided into my hair, it would be braided into that part to try and hide as much of it as possible.
There's just a few little like wisps that just occasionally go
Yeah.
over it.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's fine.
it's fine. So,
This is fine.
anybody who has pink hair, like, whew. So.
I'd be concerned. Or even people that used to have pink hair, you know, I'd be
Ugh.
concerned.
Especially like the half and half, like
Yeah.
Harley Quinn look.
Yeah, who
like,
even would do that?
uh,
Anyways, so I go next.
so, you go next. Go ahead and channel into the mirror.
Alright.
Roll me a d20.
This is a very concerning method.
7.
Sure, it's fine.
7.
Yep.
Okay. You start to channel into the mirror, and again, those wisps start to connect and hit. Make a perception check for what you see within the mirror.
Ooh, interesting. Okay. Let's try this one. Nat 20, total 23.
Whoa, opposite.
So I see everything, right? So,
That pivot.
Make a history or religion check.
Prepare to be pivot.
I am not too good at either, so I'm just gonna say history.
Okay.
8.
Something peers back at you. Something
Ooh.
old, ancient, something that is beyond what would be normal for your perception of just what. And you're peering into this,
Let's get Cthulhu.
and it's the mirror itself is just darkened flame, just these blazing flames that are just kind of licking out of the mirror almost, like trying to like grab and pull themselves out of it, as if they're just like hands trying to peer out of a pit.
Huh.
And you see the very back end of it. You see these shapes of what looks like the slits for an eye, as if it's just the sockets itself. No visible other features. But you just see these darkened, voided eyes stare right back at you. The black flames surrounding this visage. And you just hear this echoing. Hunt, hey, hunt, hey, hunt.
Okay.
And as you're like, you made the connection and you're trying to like, that's weird. You're pulled back a little bit. Your hand is locked as the connection of the mirror has touched, and you're locked into these wisps. And the wisps themselves are made of that blackened flame, but occasionally you just see these little like bits of like the flame that fall off, almost look like raven feathers before they just vanish. And you're just focusing on this, trying to like kind of back away from it, and Magnus just turns the mirror over and it breaks the connection. But something about that, something about what was seen within knows about you.
What was it? More humanoid or like monster-like?
All you saw was just the shapes of the eyes, the almond-shaped eyes.
Okay, cool.
Nothing else.
Yep. Okay.
Oh, that was weird and concerning.
Oh, is that not normal?
It seems like you have already formed a bond with something. Either
Uh,
unknowingly or what, I don't know.
is that not normal?
It's not the complete norm, but it is not completely unknown. That has happened before.
All right. Well, I guess that's a little better.
Good. It should be. And you see who goes ahead and walks over to grab a little barb. And you see now it's completely drained. Nothing about it looks like it's ever had blood within it.
Oh, interesting.
Again. Places it right into the center of your palm.
Yeah.
And your phrase.
My phrase?
May the spirits guide me.
Oh. Yeah, sure. May the spirits guide me.
And you see it create that same drilling effect. And it spins at such a high rate of speed that it creates
Does it
that
make like
whining.
the dentist?
Yes.
That's what I was gonna say. Is it like the dentist
Yeah.
drill? Yes. That made it worse.
Jonah, you have to know, I passed out over a finger prick a couple of weeks ago at the doctor. You have to stop.
So, it collects your blood.
Yes.
He goes ahead and same exact operation, plugs it in, resets the machine once again, and he starts it up. And you see those blackened flames starting to just arc around it. And again, every time it wisps up, it almost looks like it's just another feather that just vanishes. It continues to rotate and arc. And you see within it, once again, the same visage. But this time, you see it almost has this beak-like face. You see these dark, beaded eyes. You see a raven. A corvid staring right back at you. You see the You see,
Wow.
you see the feathers themselves all ending in this blackened flame. As you see it just stare back at you, you see that raven face just slowly start to peel back to where it's just a raven's skull, but it's stained black. You see those same fiery beads of eyes still remaining in the sockets. As you see, the flesh of the face is burned away, only revealing this skeletal skull of a raven, staring right back at you.
Sick.
another thing you notice. The raven itself has this pendant almost hanging from its neck, a crest. And you see it has these 3 skulls across it. One facing forward, one to the left, and one to the right. Just kind of hanging from it.
I love hearing you grab your pin. I'm sorry, it's just.
Make a history check.
Ooh.
Or religion, your choice.
I'm gonna say history again. Let's
Okay,
see. Come
this
on,
is a
let's
high
see.
DC.
Yes. Ooh. 11. Did I beat your super high DC?
You did not beat that super high DC.
Dang.
This one, though, is visible to everyone. The mirror is the one that's only visible to her.
Oh, okay.
But if anybody is proficient in history or religion, I'll allow you to make this check as well.
Yeah.
Why are you not? You're a bad.
Natural 20.
How is
Natural-
it?
hang on. Let's make it spicier. Okay. 32.
Okay.
Yeah. Spill the secrets.
Okay, we're holding on to that one. Anybody else want to roll?
Not proficient.
Nobody else proficient in religion or history?
No.
What was your roll for? Religion or history?
Oh, history.
History. Staring into that weird visage, and you barely see it through these blackened flames. With the natural 20, you have heard stories about these from your parents and other adventurers that have come through the Swift Tale.
Sorry.
That have come through the Swift Tale. And they've described deep hell flame as blackened flames. Just this visage of unburning or unending burning and desire. The flames of hell never being able to be quenched. And you see these flames, and it just kind of reminds you of these tales that you've heard of adventurers who have gotten struck by hellfire only for them to have to cut off their limb in order for the flame not to fully consume them. And that's kind of what reminds you of that visage, but you see the crow, and you can only think of, well, I mean, possible connections to the Raven Queen, maybe, through the Pantheon. But you see that crest below it that's hanging on the pendant of the 3 skulls. That's not the pendant of the Raven Queen. That looks completely different. You've never heard of anything like this before. You know that skulls generally represent death and decay, but you've never seen ones that are aligned in that way, specifically showing their profiles and the ones facing forward. It has some significance, it seems, to some connection of death, but you're uncertain to exactly what that means. But this doesn't seem exactly connected to the Raven Queen, but does have some significance with her.
Cool.
So, as it starts to burn like this, you see Magnus, okay, let me try something. He goes ahead and walks over to like his equipment wall. And he goes ahead and takes off this small little crafted flower out of spirit metal. It looks like it's like a hairpin that ends in this little flower. He goes ahead and brings it closer to the globe. And as it does, you see a little bit of feather like flame just attach itself and ignite around and create this like flame-like petal effect around the flower. And as he's just kind of looking at it, he's staring at it for a couple of minutes, and then you just see it start to wilt the metal and slowly start to erode away the spirit metal that it was not made for. Before he tosses it to the ground and like ding, 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 ding. And you guys just watch the black flames not emitting any light, but rather absorbing the light. Just slowly burn away this small piece of metal. Until all that's left is just this very charred remains of these basically 2 bars.
So is that part normal?
Oh, it seems as though you have a strong affinity for it.
Alright, at least it's something.
Looks like you can burn away things very well.
Alright.
Good. Who's next?
You like Ben?
I guess I'll go next.
Welcome. So, same ritual set up again. Channel your Aether.
He's got a bird.
10.
10. Okay. You begin channeling this essence, this Aether within to this mirror. And as you're channeling it, it makes that same connection of the white wisps. As it slowly your energy starts to slowly go into those wisps. Excuse me. Even more. And you watch the mirror itself turn into this deep, earthy tone. And within the mirror, you just see bones, structures, civilization. You see just these symbols of what looks like nations starting to be eroded away and crumble. And what's left behind is nature. And you just see it slowly start to create life from the destruction of the natural order. As nature fights back and just consumes and adapts and overcomes. And you see
God feels good about this.
you see metal start to just like kind of corrode away, like steel and iron corrode away as it just returns back to dust, back to nature. He flips the mirror over. Blood now. Puts it at the center of your palm. May the spirits guide me.
May the spirits guide me.
Starts to spin once again. And it does, it's not
Oh.
like, make a con save.
Oh, blood.
It's not painless. It is drilling into your skin. It does not feel great. But it seems to like absorb blood very quickly into it. So the effect doesn't last long before it's removed and healed over once again.
Itches.
Nice and smooth.
Yeah.
Goes ahead and puts that back into the
It's
globe.
like the only clean spot on my hand.
Yeah.
Everything else is all gray.
All gray and just dirt covered.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it. Daw's the epitome of rub some dirt in it.
Mm-hmm.
So goes ahead and puts it into the
Goes
globe
over
and
very
it just
well, yeah.
Rub some dog.
and starts to spin and rotate. And you watch the stonework and the globe that is on there. Little vines start to just, and you see this blanket of vegetation start to just very slightly appear on the table. And a lot of it is fungus. You see these slow little mushrooms just start to
You're fungi.
Mm-hmm.
and start to appear at a rapid pace as it slowly starts to, this corner of the table, or the center of the table, mind you, it slowly starts to be this epicenter of a new growth of vegetation emitting from your Aether. You see Magnus kind of like look at it for a few seconds, turn up the amp on it as it's, and it starts to slowly, or not slowly, even quicker, create more vegetation and spread much faster. And at the very center of it, you start to see these like vines, these little root systems just slowly start to arch out and reach out as if they're looking for something to consume and create. And you see he goes ahead and takes a little tiny piece of metal, not spirit metal, just throws it within it. As it hits the center of it, you watch the roots and the vines grab it and just slowly pull it in like a life form. Just bring it towards the center of the globe. As it brings it to the center, you watch as it just bends and erodes away into this rusted-like material before being consumed. And as he slows the machine down and it slowly starts to reduce the energy consumption that once remained, you see a lot of the vegetation just die out fairly quickly and turn to just dust and ash before vanishing.
That seemed more natural than I can explain.
I have seen others who exhibit more of a natural side of your ether. Nothing like shrooms specifically, like your whole thing is mushrooms. Nobody's really come down here like that. But it is not uncommon for druids and people who are more attuned with nature to have attributes such as this.
Seems that it just speeds up the natural process.
It would appear so.
I like it.
Who is next?
Oh.
Parchment Boulder Shears.
Happy's always last. Come on.
Yeah.
He was last for
No,
spirit metal.
Tanner
Let's
tries
do
to go last for
She was
everything.
actually last.
Let's do in-person
That's
people
true.
before we do out-of-staters.
Oh,
I mean,
oh yeah, favoritism for for people who are here in person.
That's how it goes.
Okay, well then you guys got a rock paper scissors or something. Then.
Yep,
Alright.
Boulder Parchment Shears.
Why can't Rose go?
We'll do-
All
Rose
three
goes.
way.
I'll
Rose
go.
goes.
I'll
Rose goes?
Rose goes.
I'll go.
Rose goes.
I'll go.
Good.
it doesn't hurt a bit. You'll be fine.
Are you sure?
Hurts like crazy.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know, right?
What happened to you, Susie?
I was like, you guys have like you
Sorry,
have like a
sorry.
tan like on your skin. It's just like a really light circle patch right there on your skin now.
More tattoos.
Just new growth. It's fine.
Oh.
I'll go.
Good. Channel your ether within the mirror.
17.
Nice.
Nice.
I rolled
Okay.
for God.
Congratulations.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah. Aether level up.
After yesterday's luck, I'm very glad. Right?
So bad.
Look at you. You actually rolled.
Every roll made with advantage.
Okay.
She didn't even roll when she was choosing experiment.
As you're channeling into this, you see the mirror react and create that same connection to you. And as you're just kind of channeling in, you see within the mirror just this storm, this volcanic storm that just, and in the clouds of this volcanic ash, you just see red and blue arcing just. You're focusing on this and a little confused as to what this might mean, but in that smoke, you see a visage staring back at you. Peering out of the smoke as if it is the smoke pushing through. You see a visage of a man staring back at you. As you kind of as you're looking at this, you're just a little just staring back at you through this volcanic ash.
Do I recognize them?
You would. This would be the first. Staring directly back at you. Out of this ashen soot. No life within the eyes as it's made of smoke and ash. But occasionally you see behind the eyes the same arcing of red and blue. Just kind of illuminating the outline of this face and throughout the face itself. You stare at the mirror as it just slowly brings you further in. Your consciousness just focusing in on this mirror and the effects. And you see the mountain below, the magma that's building. And you see at the very bottom, slowly melting within the lava, bodies. And each one of them reaching out with a different ring. As you see them just you see the one that's staring back at you look down at the rest of them and look back up at you before Magnus folds the mirror down. You feel just the slight warmth on your ring, just in remembrance. What did you see? I don't really care. Grabs the needle and puts it at the center of your palm. Repeat the phrase.
So what's the phrase again?
May the spirits guide me.
May the spirits guide me.
As you're just like, whatever, and just immediate piercing pain. He goes in, collects it and your blood, puts it back into the machine, and takes those 2 rods once again, loads them into the machine again. That's it. And creates this dark storm that just that slowly starts to billow out from the globe. These cumulonimbus clouds you see just arcing of red and blue within these clouds. And as you're all watching this, you see Magnus rush forward, and you see him go ahead and grab something from his side and put it out forward. As you see an arc of an energy is red and blue arcing right towards you. As he holds it out, you see it channels away from you into this rod that he's holding, and you see just okay. He shuts it down. Okay. And as he drops the metal on the table, you just hear ding, 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 and you see it's just charred black on the bulb, as if the energy itself was really effective. And you look at his hand, and you just see this little bit of charred soot on his hand, as if like the top layer of skin was also charged with that energy.
I'm sorry.
It is fine. It happens.
Only Lucky could do that kind of damage.
Oh.
You do realize, though, I work in the forge with
I
a
know.
large staircase that leads over.
Everyone at home, take a shot of water.
I just felt like
Guys, mark this off the bingo card.
Mark it
Yes.
off your
Oh
bingo.
yeah,
The
everyone
free
at
space.
home. Ding, ding. Yeah,
That's
there
not
we
free
go.
space, and you know it.
What's the free space?
The free space, I don't know.
Rope burning.
Yeah,
Uh,
there's 2 free spaces. There's.
I'm sorry. I just felt like that one was more my fault. So.
It's fine. If you're a little chaotic on the inside, that is fine. Your Aether will reflect what your emotions are. Should you be experiencing something deeply emotional and jarring to the point where you almost will die if you need, but you need the power, your Aether can accommodate slightly. Life or death situations helps your growth.
We should grow pretty fast then.
Oh
we
man,
find
I
ourselves
had
in
a
that.
very life or death situation.
Let's
Oh,
go to
good.
Ujor.
So who's next?
She's like immediately like back of the group, like.
Yeah, I was tracking him.
Ha ha.
You back away, and the air itself still feels like a little static. Even though the clouds have faded, you guys do see like a little tiny frizz.
Or it's just
Yeah, my
Yeah.
elephant.
I was
version.
like,
Yeah.
Touch me.
For you, you feel just, you like, As you like touch the ring, like just kind of cover it, you feel a little
There's just gentle cows.
little shock.
Can you say?
Are you okay, Rose?
Moo moo.
That was jarring.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
can you hand me my moo moo?
shooken up.
Yeah.
I need cuddles.
Can you say Sussy Baka?
You'll be fine? Okay.
You're a sussy baka.
You're having a beautiful character moment.
They're really bonding over there. From the other side of the group. You know, we're called Dungeons and Shenanigans for a reason.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
you know.
someone send me back to Arizona so I have the mute button.
No, never. I've missed this.
Lucky you're next. Do not
Okay.
disappoint me.
Oh, a lot of pressure.
Yes, Dad. I mean Magnus.
I mean,
Dagnus.
Fathers.
We haven't been doing that often lately.
What'd you say?
We used to do that like all the time.
Yeah. We're getting there again.
Yeah.
We got the necesitados por favor. We got the Dagnus. Howdy, partners, for your safety. All right.
For your safety.
That has to be an NPC.
Hey, welcome to Saber Key.
You're all Minnesotan.
Howdy, partner. For your safety. Yes.
not really good, so, but alright.
That's gonna be him now.
Hate it.
So,
Great.
as you sit down, he flips the mirror over again to visually see it. Make your connection.
What if I don't want to?
Well,
And I will
too
punch
bad. Oh.
Well, that's a natural 20, so.
Why
Doesn't
no?
waste. Aww.
Oh, you're really trying.
Okay.
Aw.
As you channel in,
He acts like it.
you focus and your eyes just kind of go blank. And as the wisps hit onto this, you see one wisp of this like wind that's like clear, but you see the wisps arcing around it. You see another one that is golden, but something about it is sickly. You see another one that is just this deep red rage. As you see them hit the mirror and merge with the white as it slowly infects the mirror, you see it just draw in. And you see the visage, the symbol on your back. You see the bare face, the antlers. You see the tongue lashed out. You see that visage. You see flesh starting to form around this creature of your nightmares, of your own creating. As you see it slowly start to build and stare back at you. And as you're just kind of watching this amalgamation of you trying to move ahead but still holding on. You're just watching this within the mirror as it pans away and you just see the carriage. You see light, these visages of light. Every being within this picture is light. But there's something about it that just doesn't feel right. But you see one of them doesn't have that visage of light, but has this calming void, this emptiness, this this I was gonna say Vesper and Wisp at the same time.
They put their whole Vissy into it.
No!
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
should be.
You see this
Pay for your
wisp.
crimes.
You see this wisp of what looks like a humanoid shape, but it is a calm, pale light, almost blue. And you see this piercing light just arc through the carriage. As you see that piercing light through it, as if the heavens themselves are striking down upon this. You see a fire consume and burn it away completely to nothing. You see the fires themselves burning away these creatures of light, burning them away to nothing. But you see there's one form that is also made of light that has not yet been destroyed. You see it has antlers. And you see the flames themselves spinning around it, but never touching. The mirror itself has this... The winds themselves form into the flames, creating this enormous gale, this tornado of fire, torrential storm that's ever bright and burning, as if it is itself absorbing this uneasy light before the mirror is flipped.
Okay.
So you're already used to this one. Goes ahead and grabs the little thing, puts it on the center of your palm. Go ahead and say, may the spirits guide me strongly.
May the spirits guide me strongly.
You watch those other two rods fly over as you say that. And those ones also spin as all three of the rods pierce into your hand.
I messed up.
As they pierce into your hand, this one's different. You watch as it pushes your hand forward, and they are spinning. But you watch this little vortex of blood out of the center of the main one start to fill into the center of this globe. And it stays like that for about 10 seconds, and you feel faint before it detaches from you and before he turns it on it. And as it's starting to create that effect, you see the energy, that light, that flame, the winds billowing around it, creating that same fire tornado. But you see as he adjusts the output of it, you see it condense, not into this torrent of unmitigated power, but condense down into this globe of flame that is so condensed by the winds and the light. And he takes a piece of metal and just puts it within it with tongs, and you just see the metal itself melt away and be absorbed into this spiral before letting go of the tongs, and it just fills that vortex. Think of something. Something tangible, something physical.
Oh no. I would probably think of the last thing I saw recently, which would have been the shackles.
Okay. What's your wisdom modifier?
My wisdom's a +1, buddy.
Okay.
I'm wise.
You're so
Roll
wise.
me a d20, please.
A 19.
Okay. As you are imagining this, and your hand is out towards it, you see your hand glow in this golden light that you've seen before. You've seen this through Magnus's teachings. As it just, a very slight light starts to appear out from your palm. As you hold it out forward, you see that flame starting to spin around, and you see it condense and almost like grab the metal that's within it, and you see it start to link itself into these chains before spitting it out from the flame. The flame itself still burning like a sun, but out from it you see these chains and barbed pieces of metal. It's a very, very small replica of it. But you see those starting to form out of it. Not refined at all. But you are starting to see something appearing. Before he shuts it down. As he shuts it down, the metal remains. But the flame and the sun that you were creating vanishes.
Well then, it looks like you are starting to learn.
That's good.
It is good. Well, you're next. Is there another person named Vela? That's you.
A ghost is gonna go before you.
It was the softest of
Like mirrors.
Oh, it's fine.
Okay.
Probably. That's why you
You'll
went
do
last.
Yeah.
Are you sure it's
Last
okay
time.
for her to do it?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
These ones are not made to trap you.
Thanks. Okay.
Those ones are actually in the other room.
Okay. I'll go over to the mirror. I'm just kind of like
Okay.
Aether.
Make a d20 roll.
I imagine we all take a couple
Aether.
steps back. just in
Yeah.
case.
Yeah, probably. We're all like,
13.
maybe put like a pillow behind her in case she just falls
13.
again.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah, maybe I'll just pass out
Yeah.
Okay.
for 3 days.
Yeah, no, we probably would put like a
Again?
pillow behind you. Yeah.
So 13 you said?
Yeah.
So you make the connection, and you guys don't see this, or she doesn't see this because she's looking away. But you guys see as the connection hits, you watch the astral space look started to connect with them. But you see it has fractals within it. Almost as if you're looking through like a kaleidoscope of space as it connects into the mirror, and you hear the mirror just...
Oh, look.
You look and you see yourself,
Mm.
broken fractions of yourself.
Again? Okay.
Just
Just like, guys, I think it's gonna happen again.
these broken refractions of yourself. You're peering into it, and you just feel that as your consciousness is kind of like pulled towards it as you've made this connection with your Aether. You see the refractions clear up, and they start to form into full segments to where it's no longer cracks and segmentation, but your visage is pulled through this to where you blink and you're floating in this astral space. You see just these clouds of purple and beautiful reds within these astral bodies. And you're looking around, and you see occasionally there's just like little cracked pieces, almost as if you are within a mirror. And you're staring out at this in wonder, amazement, and terror. But you see in the sky these
Yeah, you're making that sound.
you see these hundreds of stars in the sky. And you see a very large star that slowly grows brighter and larger and closer. And you see 4 other astral bodies approach. You see the 4 that approach are these moons. Each of them, the moons of Aventhar. And you see one of them glow bright and had this very calming hue of blue. And you see on the moon itself, you see just the surface of it reshape, and you just see the symbol of the Moonweaver of Saheni. You look over to the other astral body that's slowly approaching, and you see it's a star, bright and large. You see on another one of the moons a crescent shape, as if it's going through a phase. And you just see the crescent of the moon, very thin. You look over and you see another approaching, a burning hot sun. You're looking at all of this. You look down and you see, you don't just have side blades, your whole arm. These bracers of that psionic energy, of the astral space just kind of covering, almost as if it's just an armor piece. You look at your hands and they're almost gauntleted. But you see the side blade on both of your hands. They kind of flex whenever you flex as well. Feels like there's nothing on you. No physical shape or form to it. But you do see it's void. And you're just staring back at this, and you just see your pendant start to just slowly drift up and just kind of float in front of you, just kind of being pulled towards that center, that star, and just kind of lift up.
Never mind.
You look over and you see in the distance shooting stars. But in the pathway of these comets, it almost looks like strings. You look down this perilous darkness. You just see a very faint glow, just a deep, deep purple glow. And all you hear is a dodong, 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 as if it's a heartbeat echoing through the cosmos.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done.
Vela, you guys don't hear anything Vela says? As you're staring into this space, as all of these entities gaze down onto you, these powers
Leave me alone.
staring back at you, unwavering. What do you do?
She's just like grabbing her ears so she doesn't hear the heartbeat, and she's just closing her eyes.
You just feel that intense feeling of insecurity. Just you want to leave, you want to run, but nothing's happening.
There's no place like the tavern. There's no place like the tavern.
Gotta click your heels.
Yeah.
What made you do?
Teleport.
He's
to
like,
the
yeah,
tavern.
that's actually weird.
Imagine.
Along the
Yeah.
countryside.
Can you imagine just an episode of Bella alone? 2.
2. You see 2 of them brighten.
Oh, Brighton. Dang.
You see the sun and the moon, the crescent, start to glow just a little brighter. You see that centerpiece, that star, fall towards you before it's right in front of you, and it's small. It could fit in the palm of your hand. You're just staring back at it as you see it just dissipate and envelop around you. And you feel it just absorb. You're looking around. And you see those shooting stars appear. Just overhead. There's a weird feeling. As if something is just on the back of your neck. Just something just slowly crawling. Just as if there's just a faint touch on the back of your neck. You gotta feel there's nothing there. As the mirrors flipped over and you come to.
Went a little deep there, did you?
I don't know.
Alright, you're not good with blood. This might hurt.
Takes a little thing.
Look away.
Okay.
See the phrase.
Oh,
May
may the spirits guide me.
Good, you're the first to remember.
Wow, it's almost like she pays attention.
As you say it, and you're like, haha, yes, oh, and it starts.
Ah,
As
that's intimate.
as it fills itself, he goes ahead and loads it into the machine once again. And as he loads it into it, and you see the astral fog, as if you are looking through like a green screen almost, as if it like anywhere you look, as if it stays stationary. It doesn't move. It is.
Bad VFX.
It kind of is. And you look at it, and it's these little bubbles within it. These like little like capsules almost, as if it's moments. And you see them just passing through. You see the room that you guys are in. You see Magnus taking the piece, the rod, and loading it into the machine, and it starts. And you see another one as it passes and drifts past. You see Lucky having it drill into his hand before injecting itself into the machine and producing that effect. It almost looks like it's recording moments of time and showing you through these small little bubbles, these capsules. You see them just starting to flow through. And you see just the party. They start to culminate much faster to where you're slowly starting to see the whole journey. And all of you guys see this. You see this retelling of your story, of your journey.
We all do? Really?
Yeah, from this globe.
Oh.
But from you, make a perception check. I'll give you advantage on this one.
Ooh, spicy. Oh.
Is it 2 ones?
Oh my god. Yeah, it is.
Hi, Abby.
It's
I
11.
miss you.
11.
It's
You
literally
roll
2
21.
ones. Wow. Wow.
Roll another one to see if you get another natural one.
Why?
If she gets a third
You win if
natural
you
one,
get
does it
another
actually become a
That's
Do
a
I
level
just
up.
die?
It's a level up.
I mean, that's a 9.
No, it's not a natural one.
If it was
Okay.
another natural one, she would have won D&D, actually, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Jonah's rolled 3 natural ones in a row.
That's true,
I
yeah.
have. It's not fun. So, within these just who has the highest passive, I should say?
Oh, I
I
passed.
do.
I'm pretty perceptive.
I have an 8.
8.
13? It's
What?
gonna-
Well, it's gonna be top, I think.
18.
Yeah, that's tough.
Don,
Pretty good with perception.
in one of these little orbs, like all of the other ones are flowing this way. There's a few that are flowing this way, and they're hard to see. But you do see that there are a few just kind of intermingling through it. You see one of them within it is one that's going this way, but at a very fast pace, and you just barely see it. You see it's Augustus, just on the ground, laughing, covered in blood. Destruction of flames around him, just laughing, crying, and just in an instant gone.
Do you see that?
You see Susie in another one that is flowing this way. You see her drawing the bow and launching arrows, looking around, running, and you see just a glimpse of it. The entire right side of her face, her eye, gone. Just a bloodied mess. You see yourself. Your eyes glowing this deep red. This deep, deep red of vengeance, of dark, as you are eviscerating a drow. You see another one pass by. You see Amanda ripped apart, limb from limb. You see just these shadowed tendrils just off, just ripping her apart. And you see another one. You see this one. A man who looks he has this old attire, and this one's flowing the opposite way. And this one's just very old. Old armor. Make a history check. I'll say with advantage with your travels.
That would be good. And 11.
You know this to be like an older version of the Aetherian military, of like ceremonial garb. And you see hanging on his back is this large spirit metal blade with these 7 additional branched blades off of it. And you see him just kind of sitting there, writing in a ledger, looking up at this hellscape of fire. He just looks up as that orb vanishes. And this is all just like stars that are just rushing past each other in these small little orbs. That's what you see from your passive on that. But you see that billowing. You see Magnus throw something within it and just. You see it appearing on the other side, just drifting into an astral space. So you can kind of look at it a little bit. Because then it takes this little small piece of reflective metal, kind of puts it next to it, just kind of touches it, and you see his hand. And you see his hand on the other side grab the rock and pull back, and as it pulls back through here, so he looks back at the reflection. Normal reflection. It appears this is creating some refractions with our reality.
Okay.
You got portal magic.
You got it.
Yeah.
I knew.
Yeah.
I knew that.
Well, that's weird. That's not normal.
Oh.
But that is good.
Ah.
That means you're unique. You have a unique signature with your Aether.
Okay.
Really, all of you have unique signatures.
And we're sure that's a good thing.
It can be. I mean, you don't want to be exactly like anybody else.
Well.
Some people are more special than others then. How about that?
So those visions that we all saw, right?
What?
Were those that you projected? Were those
Hmm?
things that happened and will happen?
I don't
You're
know.
the only one who saw this.
You didn't see that.
See what? See, like us traveling. I mean,
So,
we were just traveling.
I saw you missing part of your face in a battle.
Which
Saw Augustus
part?
bloody and screaming in laughter.
Well, when that's like a weekend thing for him, I feel like.
Right,
You know.
maybe.
It's a blitz
That's-
trip.
Yeah, that's every day for him, Augustus.
But even more maniacal.
Oh, I didn't think that was a
There was
possibility.
a lot of things that were very disturbing. You didn't see those. It seemed like they were going in a different speed and direction as the other visions that were going by.
You
Every
you-
time I
you
peeked,
saw
I had to
those?
look away. I had a headache.
Yeah.
Um,
Maybe nothing.
That,
Were you
uh,
doing that? Did you know what was happening?
Yeah.
I-
Oh, did you make the memory
No.
orbs?
no, but they are, I guess, memories. That's from,
But she still has a face.
I do. I don't.
it was moving in the opposite direction.
I've never
Yes.
lost my face either. You know.
Well, that was from when Endolin trapped me. That was like a premonition.
These things will happen.
She says they can. She says they will, but
I saw Amanda tore apart by dark
I have
something.
no clue what it's supposed to mean. But yes, yeah.
I saw myself looking amazing.
Yeah, did you have the sword?
Did I have a sword? Yes.
Yeah, that
I
was
don't use a sword. It didn't seem
Yeah.
like me.
I don't know, but the rest of that vision is yes, everyone dies. There's a terrible war.
We will all return to nature soon, someday.
I mean,
But-
but what you described though seemed a little more unnatural.
More war.
Very much war, everywhere.
Cal was in that dream. He was all corrupted.
Cowl? I couldn't.
Did you see
that.
anything?
I didn't see Cowl.
Actually, Rose for some reason wasn't there, but
I don't think she was invented yet.
You didn't know her
Invented.
yet.
She hadn't joined
Cal,
the
you're
party
being
yet.
weird again.
Sorry, happens.
I think you're drinking a little too much.
I'm just a
milk,
little
you know?
silly goose.
can you please just say Sussy Vodka one
No.
more time?
I'm a sussy baka.
Okay, thank you. And Cal was also fighting, and he had this assistance. I don't really know what I was doing because I was watching it. So
Oh.
maybe I'm dead. Maybe I died.
That's certainly a possibility.
Yeah, it was, I'm just.
Maybe next time you should look at a mirror.
I've fallen off of so many cliffs.
You know. Do you feel like this is something that will for sure happen, or is this just a maybe?
I think it's if the Dame of Unhappy Endings gets her way, it'll happen.
All
That sure
right.
sounds like a bunch of unhappy endings.
Sounds like
Okay.
a gloomy title to have.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's Endlin. She's a little extra.
All right.
Well, hopefully we can change that because it didn't look pleasant.
No.
There's
You
many
can
ways.
shut down the machine now. It's no longer creating that effect.
I don't think we should let someone wants to happen cloud our judgment on what our future holds. It's a memory because I was shown it. And maybe it was backwards because I was asleep during it. Time maybe works weird because of dreams.
Or
Perhaps.
if all of the other memories we saw already happened, those are moving differently because they're to happen. No, they're still future. Everything else is the past. Did you see those?
I saw a little bit.
Does that normally happen?
No. It does not.
That did feel super
Has
invasive.
it
Like my entire
happened
life was up there.
before?
I have never seen anybody who exhibits traits this intense. There have been others that have exhibited strong traits that defy logic, much like yours. But that was a very long time ago.
So can you see into the future?
Let me try.
Try.
Yeah.
What
Are
do
you seeing
see?
things? Are you seeing future things?
What's Augustus doing in the future?
Killing.
Yeah, so
She
it's
can
laughing.
see the
She
future.
can do it. She can do it.
Wow. I'm pretty sure no matter which way we go in these paths, Augustus ends there.
In game for Augustus is just laughing maniacally. Yeah.
It's like those RPGs that are like, you have a decision here, and then no matter what you pick, the outcome stays the same.
Mhm.
Like, quest failed.
Mm-hmm.
Sucks to suck. Anyway. Do I see the future?
Roll a d20.
Try really hard. Try. Put your glasses on. See the future.
5.
Nope. You stare at it a little tensely, and you're like, you're a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I don't see anything.
Oh. She
Maybe
probably
you
can't see
need
the
to
future then.
harness. You need to practice this.
Well, you have been skipping the training days.
I've been training with Silver.
You skipped leg day.
Oh, have you been practicing or anything?
Never skip.
On yesterday we did. The day before we didn't, and that was on me.
That wasn't quite on
Well, we'll have to show you to do it.
It's just not breathing.
Alright, is there anything else we can glean from this? Like, what does this mean for us? We saw a bunch of images. What does that mean?
So, whatever you saw is a good interpretation of what your Aether can be. It does not mean that that is what your Aether is, but that is a possibility of the growth your Aether can have. Yes.
Out of game. I was
Yeah.
trying not to metagame earlier.
Mhm.
I was trying to see if we were like the manifestation of like summoner, body, mind,
Mm-hmm.
spirit.
Mhm.
That's what I was seeing if we could find out.
That's stuff that will develop.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
So
This was
we,
our little hint.
we won't know for show.
Faux show, no.
Yeah. Okay.
This is the little hint, so we can practice
Mhm.
and figure it out.
That's one of those things, like the king said earlier. Like the king said earlier, that's one of those things that is developed over time, something that you'll start to see manifest.
Okay.
So like, so like the red and the blue and the like.
I'm hard of hearing. I can't hear.
Like the red and the blue and like the sparks and the shocks. That's something that my Aether can be.
Yes.
What about the images? What is why?
I did not see any images. That is all you. The mirrors, it looks into your psyche and uses your Aether to help with that. The orb, that will help generate what you see through that and will help to generate it further. So if your psyche is like what we experienced, I am sorry.
It's okay. Thank you.
You seem to have had pleasant.
It was amazing. I'm very enlightened.
Good, good, good.
You all have issues.
I know.
Not really.
So I've been
Mine
told.
was sick as hell, man. I don't know what to say about yours.
Yo, I was sick as hell.
Mine was, it really was.
It was. It's
Sorry.
hardcore.
Yeah.
That guy's my hardcore god. Hardcore god.
Hardcore god.
As you see, hear him talking, you just hear this like. He goes ahead and takes out the like small little crystal, similar to the one that was on the desk. He's looking at it, and you just hear a voice back and just go,
Magnus Okel, we require your assistance on identifying some new equipment that we found. Right there.
puts it away.
Artemis, clean up this mess. Everybody else get out.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time. And your
Of course.
So what are we going to get?
As much as I don't like people, you're always welcome here in the Underdark.
Aww.
Now get out.
Okay.
You see him just walk over with his little stubby legs and just.
Magnus? Can.
Well, whenever we have a free
Mama
window,
J,
we should walk
oh.
down here.
Cat.
Exactly. He gets it.
And he gets it alright.
No!
Yeah, you
Alright, so we leave.
So-
Okay. So we're gone, we're out.
Oh, these are bones.
Mama J's not here. She just manifested.
You said.
You
go home.
home.
You used to call me on my Sunday.
Alright, so you guys end up leaving. So as you guys are on your way out, you do see.
Hello.
And you do see it is Arcturus.
Hello. The potions are ready. So please,
Great.
follow me.
And ends up walking you to another facility within the town. The scrying den that you went to, that one has that one is on the property of the manor. This one is off-site. So you guys are walking across this long bridge, and it's made of this like beautiful carving stonework. It's this large arc, and leading you over to another one of these large stone platforms that just ascends from the shadows. And walk you over to this shop. And the shop itself has this very, very large window on the front of it, in like this upstairs loft area. And you do see that there is somebody standing up there. It is a drow, but has like this, like pulled up into this like beautiful braid that just kind of rests over her shoulder. And she just stares down as you guys are approaching the shop, and you see her just turn around and walk away from the window. And it is a like a two-storied platform building, and you see all the outside is just gardens. It is beautiful down here. And as you walk over, there is a little sign that says in Undercommon, open for business. So Arcturus opens the door. Hello, anybody home? And you just hear some things like starting to fall. I'll be right there. And then you see a woman start to walk down the stairs. Oh, hi. We have your potions and stuff ready. Could you tell me how much you might need?
All of it.
Oh, the king is helping foot the bill, but there is limits to what I can give to each customer.
Do you have enough for one per person for us?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
2?
3 actually.
Oh, 3 per person. That'd be great.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's actually
Would be
pretty
mighty
good.
That's
kind.
very helpful.
Yeah.
What were your names?
Susie.
Go.
Bella.
Rin.
Rose.
Lucky.
Come on.
Oh, man.
I was just talking about to him. I was like, wait, we're not on first name basis yet? Because I didn't realize his name was backwards.
Yep. Hi, my name is Artis Fenn. It's a pleasure to meet you guys. We do produce potions down here. They might be a little different from the ones that you guys find above, but please rest assured they are of high caliber. Please, and she goes ahead and starts to walk you guys over, and she like pulls this large curtain that like it's like the wooden paneling curtain, and she ends up pulling it and it leads into a whole new section. And this one leads further into the shop. And the shop itself, you are seeing, it's a lot of herbs and spices and just a lot of collected roots and different types of like stones. But you see around that corner area, there is a large amount of these like display cases that are all locked but you see that they have different potions inside of them, bottled. And she starts to walk around to them, and there is these little crates that are already assembled in the center counter. So these are going to be the potions that we're going to be giving to you guys, equivalent to like a basic potion that you guys can have above ground, but they actually end up absorbing a little bit of your blow. I have 3 of these for each of you, and then also I have these ones too. And all of these potions, you're used to the red, but these are like a deep vermilion green. And she ends up pulling out these ones that are like in these like beautiful bottles that have this like stained effect to them. As they hit like different points of light, you see a different shade of green in them. So these ones, these are going to be equivalent to a superior. I only have 2 of these, but we're going to be giving these ones to you guys as well. And then these ones also help absorb the blow a little bit more. These ones, though, they can have some side effects very, very few times. Normally it's mundane and nothing bad happens, but what it will do is it actually helps it kind of empower you sometimes. But very, very few times will it actually, cause a side effect that's negative.
Like what?
You'll grow. It can have you grow. Like a carapace skin. Like chitinous, like a bug. And then sometimes produces like little attributes of bugs, like antennae or like little mandibles. Sometimes the effects are temporary most of the time.
Well, most of the time.
Yeah.
Have you seen it be permanent?
And she pulls her sleeve back, and you see like a part of like her wrist is just like this like chitinous shell over it, and it has this like reflective like scarab like beetle color to it. She goes, I mean, it looks nice, so that's kind of like why I've like never like gone to like a priest to try to like restore it or anything, but I don't know, and just kind of like covers it back up.
Oh, have you ever
Looks good
read
on
the
you.
story of Metamorphosis?
Have you ever seen the puppet show The Fly?
Yeah.
I have not, no.
Yeah.
I produce a numerous amount of other effects. So if there's anything you guys also want via potions, I can provide. These ones though are not footed by the kingdom though. These ones are ones you'll have to pay for yourself.
Well, do we really need?
I mean, we already have
potions?
3 each, and then 2 good ones, like
Yeah.
really good ones.
I think we're kind of set on potions unless anyone wants a weird one.
No.
I don't know of any weird ones that we would need.
I do have this one that was kind of recent. It's a potion of gigantism.
Like,
Sounds like we need that
I've
one.
just refined it. I do have the batches that produce the exact opposite effect actually, and I realized why I was doing that. So I do have the potions of like minuscule size, and then also gigantism. So if that's something you guys would be interested in as well.
How much are those?
One of them will turn you extremely small, and the other one will turn you very large.
That could be good for sneaky.
ooh.
Very large, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't
me.
One more time.
How much is the one that turns you very large?
The very large one, I do train in coin just because I get a lot of trade through here, but I also trade in like gemstones and other like rare things, but I will let this one go for about 1,000 gold.
Okay.
Make a persuasion check real quick.
That okay was very persuasive.
Yeah. He said okay, and she goes, oh, well, since you drive such a hard bargain.
21.
She goes, but because they're not, like perfected, I mean, I could give you like the ones that are like the mostly perfected versions. Those ones are fairly cheaper. Those ones I'm just kind of trying to get rid of. But the true perfected ones, they do come in a bundle for the 1,000 gold.
And how much are you trying to get rid of the not so perfected ones for?
The not so perfected ones, I can give those away for 200 each. But the set for the 1,000 is 2. It's a pair of them.
Okay, opens his coin prints to count real quick.
And I will say the gigantism one, it's not just like normal like the spell enlarge. It's much larger than that.
That can be handy.
Imagine 10 times the size of me.
The unperfected ones can cause side effects
Bull rushing
of
into
pain
it.
to yourself because you're magically making yourself grow. So that can cause some internal bleeding, a little bit of damage to yourself. But the perfected ones, I've tested those ones on multiple different people, and perfect effects, and they wear off, and no side effects.
How long does it take?
I'm sorry?
How long does it take for the effect to wear off?
The unperfected ones, those ones vary anywhere from about 10 minutes to about 30 minutes. But the true gigantism, those ones last an hour.
Mm-hmm.
How much is the tiny one?
Oh, the little tiny guys. Those ones I've actually perfected to have no side effect at all. Those ones are very easy to make. So those ones I can let go for about 300 gold each.
I have.
We have
52.
25 pounds of the vomit, gold and silver.
Yeah.
Just putting that out there.
And I only charge a lot. I'm so sorry, but I only charge a lot just because they are new products.
No, that's okay.
But yeah, I'm willing to trade as well.
I don't have anything.
Can I buy some of the imperfect gigantic ones?
Oh, is it imperfects? Sure, absolutely. How many were you want to get?
How many did you say was 200 gold worth?
200 gold, but she seems to try to get rid of it, so you might be able to bundle it.
Do you have enough, Lucky?
Oh, I have a good amount of money on me. Do I want to spend it? No. I only have 200 on me, so I can only get one, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let me look for one that I've labeled to be the most stable. There are very unstable ones as well. Those ones can literally destroy you. Basically, explode your organs internally. Sometimes, when you drink the gigantism potion, I've learned that it actually doesn't enlarge your body frame, but just everything inside, and it kind of pops.
I'm a little curious how you found that out.
Especially because skin is the largest organ.
Mm-hmm. Your internal ones, though. The ones though that I have found too, like the minuscule ones, those ones can produce the opposite effect, but also just like small portions of it. I've had someone drink it before, and their eyes just kind of went gone because they shrunk so small, and then they just never returned. Right.
How much are the imperfect tiny ones?
Oh, the imperfect tinies, I can sell those ones for about 100 each.
Dang it! I'm so broke. The shoes are so.
Do they have to be consumed to take effect, or?
Yes, they have to be fully consumed, the entire thing. Luckily though, these ones, and she pulls out the gigantism one, it's about this much. It's a hefty amount of liquid. But the small one, it looks like a vial. And these ones only last, the perfect versions of these small ones, they only last about 15 minutes. So not nearly as long as the gigantism ones for an hour. But it does, for the sake of fighting and stuff, it does make you weaker. That is something to consider.
Your bladder was full, and then you drank the
Lucky, who's still been counting coins the whole time, looks up to her and asks, would I be able to
These are the
bundle in
serious
one of those
questions.
imperfect small ones for another 50 gold? I found that I had some more when I counted again.
Oh, sure. How many you wanted to get?
Just one with the giant, if that'll be okay.
A perfect giant or imperfect?
The imperfect giant with the imperfect small.
Okay. Did you want more volatile for the small or regular for the small?
More stable, please.
Okay, I'll try. I will warn you. Some of them can be labeled that they're less unstable, but we never really know until we actually try it. So.
Okay.
The shadiest potion
Okay.
shop.
Okay. So for that, what did I tell you for the large one, the gigantism?
You said that my answer is 200.
200. Okay. So 250 gold then.
Perfect, and I pull out 25 platinum.
Oh, good heavens. Okay. We do take platinum here too.
You can't count.
No,
Yeah.
he's just a little guy.
He's just a little guy.
Just a change.
The broke little boy.
Because then takes it. Oh, okay. Thank you. Let me go look for those. Peruse our wares, and just go ahead and look around. If you need any herbs or anything, feel free to just ask questions or let me know. Yeah, I'll be right back. And she like runs through like this like a kitchen door and like. And you just hear something. Oh, darn it. Okay. I'll get him to clean that up. Okay. And you just hear like just things shifting around, and you hear a lot of glass against glass clinking before she comes back around, and she holds these two bottles, a bottle and a vial. And the bottle itself has this like this orange liquid within it, like the large one, and then the other one is like this like very syrupy blue. She goes, so here you go. These are gonna be the two for you.
Thank you.
So I will warn you once again. They are imperfect, so any side effects that are attributed to it are not my doing, and it is your own free will that you drink those.
Yeah, I'm used to drinking things with weird side effects.
Okay, good. Then you're aware. So nothing will come back to me. And I do need you to sign this for me. And she goes ahead and pulls
I
out
knew
this
there was
little
gonna be a waiver.
little scroll that she rolls out, and it already has your name on it. It already has your name and her signature on it. And she goes, I just need your signature on there as well, so that it is binding, you know.
Yes. Yeah, and dated and thumbprint, please and thank you.
And a drop of blood.
I never thought of that, but go ahead and do that as well.
Oh, sorry. All my waivers were like that.
You had to sign waivers for war?
I
Kind of get
Lucky doesn't know how to write.
Like her sister.
Just if you don't, just write something, I guess.
You don't
The
know.
most creative, like scribbling that looks like words definitely doesn't mean anything.
Okay. You write Undercommon. It looks great. So
I know.
so you have those two potions, and make sure you write down that those are imperfect.
I already have.
Good. Okay. And anything else that you guys might need for potions or vines or anything really else? Nothing else?
Do you have any of strength?
Potions of strength. I do have those.
Like giant strength?
Yeah.
What do you have?
A fire giant specifically. I mean, that's the only material I can really gather. Because you do have to gather, weirdly enough, portions of their toenails or just fingernails. Really, just the nail itself. It holds a lot of the essence of the giant in it, actually. And actually, when I use it in my brewing practices, it actually does produce the strength similar to it, which doesn't make really sense. I'm sorry, but that is the truth behind it.
Probably have a lot more to it.
So you will be drinking basically
Should've been clipping.
brewed and melted down
Yeah,
toenail
like
of the
clipping
fire giant, but it will produce you the
All
strength
dead
of
bodies.
it. But yeah, we do have those. Were you interested?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay. Yeah, those ones. Those ones they don't last a very 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 long time. Those ones can last you about 15 or so minutes.
That's a lot of time in battle.
So about 15 or so minutes.
A lot of rounds.
Of those. I will
Well-
warn you though, these ones do come with side effects. I haven't perfected them to not produce side effects. So these ones, they will make you vulnerable to fire, which I know does be counterproductive to it. But your body is more heat sensitive when it has this. And the more you fight with it, the more your body will heat up and can cause a little bit of exhaustion with it. So do be careful with your usage once you drink it.
Okay. How much?
These ones I sell for about 400 apiece.
Okay. Are you trying to get rid of them?
No.
Oh, okay. Because I only got 350 on me. So.
Well, do you have anything else to trade with it?
I have a magic item.
Oh, what do you got?
This flare stone.
Oh, okay. Can I see that?
No, not the
So
Firestone.
she grabs it.
I've been through so
The
much.
I mean, I can. Yeah, this definitely will be able to foot the bill for the rest of it.
Okay.
I can even throw in a little bit of extra something.
Okay. What else?
Okay. What do you need?
That giant potion sounded cool.
The gigantism one?
Yeah.
That one's a little expensive.
Okay.
But if you were to pair both together, you could probably just buy the gigantism if you'd like.
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay.
That's better.
Yeah. So she goes ahead and takes the fire giant one and puts it back in the slot.
Okay.
And takes the gigantism one, and it's got that nice orange liquid within it, like almost like honey like texture. It's like more liquidy, but like as it kind of rubs on the glass, you just see it leaves behind this this syrupy
It's like
texture.
orange
to it.
NyQuil.
It kind of is. It really is that.
I hate liquid medicine.
Um,
I hate liquid.
so she goes ahead and
Sorry.
so she takes the gold and the Firestone from you and gives you the potion in return.
Sweet.
That was a big buzz.
And it's that imperfect.
That is a perfect.
Oh, a perfect.
That is a gigantism potion.
I do have a quick question.
Yes.
What happens if you have the potion of gigantism in
Uh-huh.
one hand and the tiny potion in the
Mhm.
other, and you double fist them? Do you just stay the same?
No. That one can actually really kill you. Like really badly kill you.
Makes your body take a
um,
Has that been
screenshot.
tested?
It has been. That one will make you internally bleed and cough up blood. It won't kill you outright, but it will significantly weaken you and cause you to basically have a very severe death over, I believe it's, let me check the ledger. And she goes ahead and runs over, kind of flips through. Yeah, a week. A week of total pain where everything inside your body, and I quote, feels like it's burning and melting at the same time.
We should infuse some arrows with it.
I
Melts very,
would
very acid
again like to ask how you know all of this.
You really don't need to know these things.
It's okay. There's
This
a
is
way
before the
that
ethics
it
of
was-
Yeah. Do
experimentation.
you want the potions or not? I mean, I don't mean to be rude, but you kind of are coming after me a little, and
Hey.
I'm not trying to be
Hands off.
offensive. I'm just morbidly curious.
oh, morbidly curious. Okay. Maybe some other time.
Okay.
I do have a follow-up. I'm
Oh.
so sorry.
Uh huh.
If you
Don't drink them together.
No, hang on. If you drank a lot of water
Okay.
before taking the
Oh.
medicine,
Yeah.
or the potion,
Mhm.
and your bladder was full,
Mhm.
and then you drink the big potion, would you still have to pee?
No, because it would actually fill it up. I mean, you would probably still have that sensation, but it would just be not much at all.
Okay, so follow-up question
Uh-huh.
to that. You drink a lot of water,
Mhm.
and you take the shrinking potion.
Yeah. What you thinking?
You just explode?
Oh no, you don't explode. But your bladder will really, really hurt. So make sure you take it on an empty bladder or stomach, or just don't drink a lot.
So this isn't one of those potions that you have to take with food or something?
Oh no, you don't want to take it full.
That
Full
was
on
my
it.
next question.
No, if you take it full on anything, that's when some of the side effects can occur. So make sure that you're you're well rested. You got food earlier, a little drink earlier, but you're
Coffee
fine.
in the morning.
Mm-hmm. You can put it in your coffee.
I feel like now all these instructions are printed on the labels for these.
They are
Take
in
one.
Undercommon.
And have it
Oh.
all handwritten.
I can read those. Wait.
Wait.
Oh, you can't read.
If only you could read, Lucky.
So anything else I can do for you fine folk?
I'm alright.
I'm good.
I'm good.
You've done,
Yeah, we
you've
got a
done
lot.
Yes.
Oh, well, goody.
You've been very helpful.
Can you
So
subtract a
make sure that you take your
35
potions
from
though,
it?
because these ones, if you do
I don't-
leave them behind,
yeah,
I will
no,
try to
I don't
resell
track
them.
Fair.
Well, this
Yeah.
is the only thing I've spent on.
So we have 3 regular healing potions.
Mhm.
You guys track
Yep.
your own.
So for this,
It's
for
on
the
the
sake
paper.
of what they are, mechanically, it is a minor healing potion, which gives you a +5 temporary hit points.
Oh.
So it's just a standard healing potion with a +5 temporary. So it gives you basically a little buffer.
She said there were 2 like superiors. Do we all have 5 total then, or we just have 2 superiors?
Just
and
2
we all have
superiors,
3?
and then everybody else has 3.
Okay,
there's
who
just
wants
2
to
there
hold the
floating.
2 superiors?
And those ones
I
have
shouldn't
minor
hold
side
that.
effects.
If anybody should hold them, it should be
I
like
can put them in
Rose
the
or
portable
Bella,
hole.
so we will have it when we need it in battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who wants to
I
hold
feel like our 2 weakest Constitution people should have it.
have more of the
Yeah, like these
potions?
2,
Yeah.
because they tend to die the most.
Well then, you each get one then. Congratulations. Mark it down in your inventory.
Okay, anything else I can do for you guys? You guys are really good for business.
Is there any product that you would like us to take topside to kind of share your brand with?
Make a persuasion check.
Ooh, yeah.
persuasive too.
You are.
I get sponsors
so-
at level 6.
-1, so.
Yeah, I mean, we gotta
4.
get
4.
nice.
I mean, I really don't like to trade my trade secrets to anybody. I will say though, if you do come across some techniques or anything like above ground or something that might be useful to me, and it is useful to me, I can give you some freebies
Sounds like a deal.
next time you're down here. I hear you guys are leaving today.
Yeah, is that really? How much information just gets like spread around the?
I'm sorry?
How much information just gets like spread around the manor? Like, is
Well,
Everyone
she knows we're leaving today because the king told her so
Yeah.
we could get potions.
right? Okay.
Yeah, that's.
Everyone also knows about the funeral.
Bella, did you just like check out for 5 minutes?
I mean,
or-
I am
I've
also
been checking out for like 3 days. at
I
this
am
point.
also the leader of the
That's
gravel
fair.
walkers. So I did just return from the excursion.
Where you found some interesting equipment?
Oh yeah. The archaeologists are actually the ones that are procuring that. They're the ones that are actually like figuring out what they found. And then the Pathfinders, they did go and look, and they did find a little bit of these new routes that we're going to explore probably next month.
It's really cool.
Yeah. Sounds
Cool.
interesting.
Do you know if they found anything that might help us on our journey?
Oh, that would be something to discuss with the king.
Did they find any large new tunnels that appeared suddenly?
Well, are you talking about the one
Seemingly out
that?
of nowhere?
Are you talking about the one that was blasted from the cannon, or?
Oh.
Yeah, you saw that cannon?
Oh, there was a
fire too?
cannon?
Oh, we saw that.
Yeah.
Whoever did that.
Pretty good shot.
Wow.
Yeah.
Both of you make
Wow.
a deception check. Well, I'll give one of you guys advantage if you want it.
You get it.
They both
What,
have
no,
minus
they
1.
have
Or we both minus one
Minus
to
one,
Chris, yeah.
You have advantage. This will be deception.
11.
Okay. Okay. I don't really have anything to help magic item wise to help with aiming. That's something that's like a little harder to. Oh, okay. Bye.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. Susie's
Practice
gone.
is
Actually.
the best medicine.
Susie's gone.
I figured.
She's left.
Oh, well, toodaloo to you. Anything else I
Do
can
you
do?
have, do you have anything that restores pride?
I don't have anything that restores pride. I do have things that can restore like a little bit of breath, but other than that, no pride.
Maybe steal my
Just out
dice.
of curiosity,
Yeah.
do you happen to have anything that would help with nerves?
Like calming your nerves? Oh, absolutely.
No,
How
I'd
do
like
I
to
do?
add to them.
Let's head to this other part of the shop.
Oh, it's gonna be the teeth. Don't do it.
No.
She leads you over to the other part of the shop,
She's gonna give you.
and you see she goes ahead and opens up this drawer, this like big large drawer cabinet, and it has a bunch of glass jars in it like large jars. So these, are you familiar with
Crack cocaine.
are you
Not
familiar with drug
common.
consumption?
Drug consumption?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. How do you usually consume it?
You know.
Oh, perfect, actually. So you see she goes ahead. She goes ahead and grabs like one of the jars and pulls it out and puts it up. This one is like my prized work right here. And then she goes ahead and grabs another little like cabinet and opens it up, and there's just this little box. It's like small little like satchel. And like it opens it up, and there's just a bunch of individual papers.
No.
So I can tell you this, they're pretty cheap. This actually tends to grow really well down here.
Oh wow. Just how much?
Were you wanting ones that have a little bit of like psychedelic effects to them?
No.
Or, okay.
We
so
got that covered.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't want to blaze with anything.
No.
Well, you're no fun. Okay. We'll put that jar away. And then she grabs another one. These ones, this will do you good. And she just starts like,
But how much? How much?
oh honey, I understand. And just like puts it in the little pouch, closes it, and then just hands it to you.
You'll be back.
She just looked at you and said,
Gateway.
"Yeah, you got nerves."
She goes, I understand, honey.
Oh, okay, thank you.
I mean, if you want to give me money, I'll take money.
No,
but
this is wonderful. Thank you. Really.
Give me the cash.
Dang it. Okay.
No food denied.
Dice.
I mean, I'll take like a gold piece for it all. I mean,
Does it smell
what?
like iron?
Sure.
Okay.
You can have a
Well,
gold
it's
piece.
pure iron.
Absolutely.
I like how she says it grows so well. Like
Pure
for her
gold.
willing to give you some and being like, it grows well down here, it makes it sound like she's just like up to her ears and doesn't know what to do.
yeah. The little papers though,
This one more.
she explains. Yeah, these are actually shavings from fruit, so it has a nice fruity flavor to it.
Oh wow, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, anything else I can do for y'all?
Well, I think that's good. We still have another place to go, so we
Y'all
can
think
go.
about it. Don't worry, that's funny.
It truly
Yeah, we need to
isn't
go
what
to
I
the
meant.
Yeah,
if I
nursery gear
had
place.
anything for
We need to get our superhero outfits, the matching set.
You'll take it.
Yeah, with a little soul flame, and it's like
Okay. If you guys have nothing else to do, I do have
Wait,
some
I
guests
have a
upstairs.
design for it.
like Kindles.
So
of a blue
please
flame.
exit my facility,
I
please.
have an idea for a design.
Yes,
Oh,
thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. And you guys
Yeah,
turn
absolutely.
around and you look over and you see Arcturus is still standing there by the door watching the entire transaction. Are you ready to leave?
Yep.
Thank
Lucky would, as we head out, he'd kind of put an arm across his chest and bows, and under common say, just thank you for all the help you've given me and my friends.
Oh, well, you're just so kind. And she like kind of like squeezes your cheek, and she goes, "Here you go," and like reaches into like her like little. She's wearing this like very long like camisole, and she grabs out of it, just out of her pocket, this little small treat. There you go.
Thank you.
She gave you a lollipop.
Basically, she gave you saltwater taffy.
Oh, even better.
Salt mineral taffy. My bad.
That's
Oh.
our
Gives it to you.
Isn't that
Just
just
give you a nice little treat for now.
for soul answer.
And with that, we're gonna end tonight's session.
Chopped up.
Oh.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We've been Dungeons and Shenanigans, and thank you guys for watching.
A lovely interpretive dance
Yes.
there.